What's up, losers? Bang! Is the music too quiet now? No, it's pretty good. What's up? I think I'm gonna go back to my hat. Second arc. Ugh. Hold on, we need the gaming hat. That's how you know shit's about to get serious. Alright, so I did some off-camera mining. Okay, here's the situation, right? Because when we beat Malistaire, we turned in the quest. We're low-key 51. So I guess we're gonna change the level cap rule to Celestia for 51. Because if you turn in the Malistaire quest, you get boosted to 51. It's not that big of a deal. If it was 52, I might have considered actually buying a level 50 elixir, because 52 opens up some near gear, but 51's kind of a meaningless level, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not restarting, okay? The level caps are arbitrary anyways. We get to make them up, so I guess for Celestia it's 51. No, okay, again, it's one of those things where it's like, if it's gonna spit me out at 51, there's nothing I could, like... There's no way I would have known to, like, not do the Malistaire quest. And then I farmed a bunch of gear. Most of this you can just buy at the Bazaar, though. So, this is Bazaar. I think actually everything I have is Bazaar besides my boots. These I got dropped. But Bazaar, Mally hat, Celestian Abyss armor is actually, the actual tier 1 Mally robe is better, but the Bazaar Mally robe sucks because it doesn't give health. And this also gives 6 pip chance, which is pretty cash money. The Malistaire boots, these are the actual drop boots. These boots are kind of insane. The Celestial set boots give power pip, but they give like 10 less damage, so we're gonna rock these. Mally Bazaar sword, basically Sky Iron with 3 pierce. Mally the Bazaar Athame, Bazaar ring, and then we got Jula the Faint. Everything is from the Bazaar besides our boots, actually, funnily enough. And then we're starting to try to pet train. I've actually failed so many pets, so I was hoping to have a better pet going into Celestia, but we got Maycast, Fairy, and Spellproof so far, so yeah, the pet's been rough. I'm waiting for this one to hatch so I can train it up. No crit? I don't think I have any crit. I'm carrying 0 crit. Which is one of those things where it's like, I could go put on like the boots for a little bit of crit, but like I feel like, why is this so fucking bright? I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm not even gonna want to play into crit, right? Because that's gambling. 71 pip chance is very good. I thought about unlocking these sockets, right? I'm allowed to do that with the rules. Max, yeah, I accidentally went to 51. If you beat the main story of the first arc, it spits you out at 51. So the new level cap's gonna be 51. Yeah, so I mean, like, I could unlock these. I haven't been super good about saving my jewels. I mean, I could just go pick up, like, some accuracy, though. Could be... Does my deck have... No, decks don't have anything yet. What would I get? A little bit more health, and then... I mean, the only one that really matters is the triangle, right? What's up, Link? Appreciate you, shout out. I have not even been able... Dude, the pipe redeem will come at some point. I've been so busy, bro. I can't even lie. Are you doing all of Celestia today? Probably not. I think for the second arc, I'm gonna not want to rush it. Oh, we also got this. I went and did the Crow quest. I haven't done the Empower quest yet. I'll just do that when we want to use Empower. What else? What else is there? Honestly, I don't even know. I think we're pretty set. I mean, I feel like we're very strong. I got 2 feints, one from Pet, one from a Beulah feint, which is great. Extra blade. Yo, abiding with the 6 months. Appreciate it. I don't think I'm going to be doing all of Celestia today, no. I'll play for a while. Also, do I even have enough? I'm so broke. Okay, maybe we go do a couple quests, and then we worry about whatever. Then we'll worry about. I need to, but I cannot be running around. I can't possibly be this poor. I kind of want to keep these though. Okay, don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. Don't need a freaking blemished. Okay. God, I'm still too poor. Why did I feed that instead of quick selling? Oh. Alright. Horn sweeper time. Diego. This part has nothing, right? The Diego's just to teach you about Archmastery and cheese. It doesn't actually have any impact. Why don't you swap a mount over to this? Like, the idea is I don't use the shared bank at all. So, like, I should just swap over a mount, but... I'll completely avoid the shared bank, it's fine. Oh, no, I could skip it! Wait, I didn't know you could skip this tutorial. What? Is that new? Or is it because I already have a high level on this account? How do I skip the weaving tutorial, bro? That's epic. I thought I was gonna have to sit through that. I was bummed out about that shit. I'm top 5 white people. I appreciate that. What am I supposed to do with that? I'm also trying to level my gardening. I should have first thing, when I loaded into Wizard City, I should have ran and freaking planted them, but I didn't do that, so we cannot start a couch potato farm yet. Although I don't really want to even start a couch potato farm until I have at least max power pip chance. I am 51, okay? It spit me out at 51. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Call me a cheater all you want. If the main story quest line gives 51 experience, that's because I couldn't... There's no way around this. It is the XP change's fault. Because I couldn't... I would have... What, you want me to fight Malistaire at level 50? So with beating the pirate lock, do you think you're more important to the community than Martin Luther King Jr.? What? What are we... What are you even... What does that even come from? How did you think to type that? To be more honest, it might have been more convenient had it spit you out at 52. If it had put me out at 52, I actually might have went and bought a level 50 elixir. Because the level 52 Athames are kind of cracked. I probably would have actually used level 52 gear. Like, I feel less bad that I'm not. I feel like strat for this world in general is going to be bringing a ton of set shields. Just watched your pirate. What's up, Locust? Appreciate you. This is just a normal fight, right? Is there any shenanigans going on here? I definitely also should just, like, start looking every fight up on the wiki. What's up, Emily? Because I simply do not know the second arc nearly as well. I haven't done infinite challenge runs in it. Dude, 765 Crow is absurd. Crow is so insane. Crow is, like, cracked. I mean, I am so strong, I feel like. I feel like Enchanted Crow makes me so strong. But I have to be, like, conscious of the fact that, like, just because I'm strong doesn't mean other things aren't strong. And while I may be strong from, like, a do damage perspective, I'm also not that... I'm bulky, but I'm not, like, that bulky. Like, I'm, like, at 25 resist. I'm not that strong. Which one is it? You're supposed to come over to this one, right? Are you gonna train Sun School enchants? Absolutely, yeah. 100%. But I probably won't use them until at least I get... Like, I'll probably still be using TC enchants through this world. Okay, this is the one that has the weird boss, right? She gave everyone that was a crew member a role in the Discord. I would do that. The hard part is, like, a lot of the... There's... I don't think everyone who was on that crew is, like, even in the Discord. I'd be down to do that. Okay, it's these guys. Dude, that video was, like, the hardest video I've ever had to edit. That shit took so unbelievably long. Balance Marleybone, right? I can do that too. If Wizard casts Blade or damage global spell, then the first Shadow Weaver will cast... I should just make a habit of pulling these up on stream. So you guys also look at them. There. Now I should be able just to grab them. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Big thing is the cheats here. That's all we really care about. They only have balance spells. I can do that too. If Wizard casts Blaze or damage global, then the first Shadow Weaver will cast Balance Blade on themselves. Stacked with regular cast that shoot only. The Umbra Legion needs no turns. At the beginning of the first round and at the end of every second round, the second Shadow Weaver will interrupt cast Sandstorm. Okay. I think... Okay, so only that one. I mean, I think I just Crow. Right? I think I bring a bunch of TC towers to spam. To get rid of balance, and then I just Crow. Get rid of these, because these are junk in this fight. Because these also... I don't have it on there. There's no boost. But even then, like, just if I don't... They don't even know weakness. I actually think I just... Do they know anything? They don't even know Spirit Shield. So I think we just double tower into Crow and it kills no matter what. I don't even think we'll have to Crow spam. I think we just Crow once. I mean, there's certain fights like these, though, where it's like there's only so much strategy you can really put into them, which I think is going to be a tough thing for us. This is actually kind of an insane cheat too, because it's like it's just kind of a hit spam. Guess I could like have fortified. Maybe give you more like consistent damage reduction. These guys really aren't all that scary because they don't have that many debuffs. In the event you die on this run, are you going to do the school wheel again? No. I'll probably only play death. Story of my life. I think auras are going to be a big deal for the second arc. I don't get auras, though. When do I even get auras? Oh, like braces and fortifies and stuff? Probably. Fortify makes you unkillable, Loki. I don't know about all that. I don't think Amplify is that good. It's not like I'm going to be spamming hits. With how drains play, right? I'll probably just be building up into like single big hits. Yeah, I don't think I can get brace yet, though. I guess I guess we'll check. Okay, and this is skippable now, actually. If you had to marry a grocery store, which store would it be? 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven is like one of man's great creations, I feel. Yes, now I'm allowed to use housing tours and all that. I can go to any world I want. Fair game. It's just not that helpful. I mean, that's how I've been, like, farming gold for pet hatches with, like, the Imperia strat. But, like, really there's not too much to be, like, cheese there, I don't think. Costco's good, it's just, like, 7-Eleven is, like, you can do anything you want there. You know, it's truly the land of infinite opportunities. 7-Eleven is not a grocery store? That's what you think. What's up, Nairobi? See ya. The thing about Costco, too, is, like, it's not the kind of place you go if you, like, just want a snack or, like, a coffee. It's also pay to win, you know? I already freaking pay for enough memberships to play Wiz. I don't really want to get another one. Okay, also, is there like some strat here to like what I should be doing spell weaving? I haven't even ever thought about spell weaving. Please tell me, is this actually skippable? I remember this being so painful. Oh, yes. Whoa! Let's go. That's big, actually. Is my sound's totally... No, it's just really low. But the problem is... Because it's also not on here. Doesn't Storm give you, like, the frickin' blade? What even is this?
Hey there, friend. Do you want to interweave your school with a Bower of Storm? Great!
I'm not gonna... I don't need a 2-pip blade.
And you pick the best.
I don't care. I don't need it, though. When am I gonna be using a 2-pip 45 blade? I don't think that ever happens. My personal opinion. Are there any, like, outside of advanced combat, like, do people even use spell weaving? Is that a thing people do in this game? No, Archmastery is allowed. Archmastery has to be allowed, because you get it as a base stat at a 50.
Maelstrom has repaired Celestia's spot here.
Okay, if we get to, like, Azteca, maybe we consider going back and spell weaving, because maybe then it makes sense. It's the same with the spirit blades. Like, I haven't even actually got the spirit blade yet, because there's no way I'd ever use them. I feel like it makes infinite more sense. Oh, I totally didn't ping the Discord. You're so right. I totally forgot. It was great. I don't know, that was actually perfect timing, because now I get the ping right as I'm going into base camp. Wouldn't it always just make, like, more sense for me at this point in the game to just go grind a little gold and buy Death Blade TCs? Than using a 2-pip 45 blade?
Oh, hello there.
I'm not too worried about, like, the cost effectiveness of it, right? Yes, the rules have been changed a lot. They're all in the description. I mean, it's still level locked and deathless, but...
I don't remember.
What's up, Kimmy? Only 1 pip with Archmastery. That is true, but I actually don't have perfect pip chance. I hate this arrow. Ooh, couldn't I... Wait, maybe I do actually unlock my triangle socket and I just go throw a pip chance in there. I almost ran full speed into that.
Is it safe to go back to the promenade yet? I've been hiding here for a while now.
No, I can use
I'm a bit
housing
cold and
cores.
hungry.
I went and I literally for the first time went and bought all these monstruses from the monkey man in the Arcanum. It's actually so much better than trying to go to Celestia. What's up, Gio, with the 5? Appreciate it. Are we expecting go oddly? What? I totally... Daddy!
At 11 donated $4.99.
I mean, Celestia, the big thing with the second arc, right, is you have to respect everything. I think is like.
Oh my goodness.
So I think Celestia will put up like.
Thank you.
Again, it's not like I don't think. At least until the final fight. Like the final fight, obviously we're gonna have to cook up some strats for the final dungeon. But like it's more about like not losing in the routine stuff, I think. At least at this point. And then I think when you get further into the second arc, the street mobs don't keep pace as well. So like then the like every normal like defeat and collect quest is whatever. But then in like Azteca, randomly like even like the small area side bosses get really hard. So I don't know. No. I really it's hard to say. Bang.
Much obliged.
Crustacean pincer. I'm gonna look these guys up. I also think like it's just about, at least for like if for my first playthrough or like first time trying to nuzlocke this, like I just have to make a habit out of looking everything up. Because there is so many universes. Okay, these things literally only have fire spells. But even that shit's like good to know. Because then I can just spam the shit out of minus 80s. You know? Things no elephant though, that's kind of scary. Minus 80 spam and you literally never die. In these kind of fights, yeah, sure. You know? You just gotta, what you gotta always be careful on in these challenges is like, it's always the spell you'd never expect. It's always the fire boss that randomly has like a good storm hit or some shit that'll get you. What are the odds of this? And the fact that we don't have perfect accuracy is another issue we're gonna struggle with here. I mean, that's a double buff 6-pip hit. This spell I always thought was so ugly. Maybe I should use accuracy. I don't know, I feel like the most underrated stat in this game, and I've always been a believer of this, even when I was a young kid playing this game. Everyone always wanted the highest damage. I am such a power pip enthusiast. It's gotta be the most important stat. If I could have one stat perfect in this game, accuracy or power pip, I think I would want perfect power pip. What's the quest skip in Marleybone? They got rid of it. They saw my short and they said, screw you and this anyone having fun in this game, and they patched it. I don't think accuracy is as important. Especially, I would take a 10% chance to fizzle over a 10% chance to not get a power pip. This kills, yeah, this kills. I don't even have to enchant if I blade. I also have to, like, recalibrate the fact that I actually have damage now. Like, I actually, what is my damage at, like, 60? It's been so long since I've done a challenge where I had real, like, I could just hit normally. It's kind of jarring. Damn, I got 68 damage? And I don't even have pet damage yet. Kind of crazy. Not quite 6-7. It would have been so funny, though. I feel I got the worst version of these boots, because then I think I'd have 67 damage. I really did get the least optimal damage number. It's actually so true. I got the least funny damage number, and I was one off the most funniest. I just was trying to make a triple double, and it failed. Like, yo, Master Alk with the prime, appreciate it. And I've been failing miserably. Honestly though, I kind of was thinking about this, and this is mostly copium. But like, I kind of feel like I would trade 7 death damage for Maycast Pixie. I don't hate the idea of that. I feel like the Maycast heals, especially Fairy Friend, which like rocks a lot, is kind of good. Appreciate it. I don't know if that's Master Oak or Ugg. Do you think it's a mandatory run of the game is possible? A what? Yo, Mark the Pig with the Prime. What's up, Mark? Appreciate it. Shout out. I don't know. Pixie falls off hard. Dude, can I be so real? Like, I don't know. Do you get income
You find a small
or
piece of
not
shell.
income boosting?
You find a golden pocket
Like, does incoming
You find a
heal?
tiny
Do you
piece of
like?
rubble
Does that
with
ever
a
a thing
stone
you even
carved
get
on
in the second
part
arc?
of a larger stone building.
I feel like it's not on Water, or is it on Waterworks gear? The only gear I've ever played the second arc with is Waterworks gear. I've never meta geared outside of just Waterworks. No. Is it on Waterworks? It's on. I feel like it is. Like questline, enemies, and bosses only for levels. I like don't ever side quest in this game. That's what you're asking. I don't think I've ever like really grinded side quest. You know what's crazy? Actually, I was thinking about this when I was looking through the pirate VODs, editing the video. I've definitely played a much higher percentage. These only have Storm. I have 100,000% played a higher percentage of all the quests in Pirate 101 than I have Wizard 101. I think I've played at least 90% of the games in Pirate 101 now. Or 90% of the quests. Easy, bro. I did so many side quests in that challenge. I did like the majority of them in the game. What's up, Moss? Would meta for this challenge be to stop questing and just fish and garden until you get a perfect pet? Yeah. I mean... yeah. But where's the fun in that? It's also like... Spellproof's the only one that's really gonna matter for Celestia, is like resist. Because I think I should be dealing out enough damage. It's not what I'm worried about, you know? Dude, the Malastare new wand looks sick. I actually thought that as I sniped it from the Bazaar too, which was pretty epic. I actually thought that when I was like, wow, this is sick. How do you make your pet better? You just have to hatch like over and over and over again. And then you keep training it up and it keeps failing and you question everything about your life until it finally works. Pets are so confusing. Even then. This guy only has balance. And I'm assuming your minion only has ice. It's so crazy in this world how they actually like... Not everything is just the avatar. Alright. His minion has 1200 health. He has 3.8k. He doesn't really do that much damage, though. He does have a couple buffs. We really want to make sure we bring towers. I think, again, the strat is just Crow early. Bladed Crow. Kill minion. Hold on to that just in case I get not able to kill. I shouldn't have discarded that tower. All is good. All is well. Damn, bro. Round 1 Hydra? We're not in the first arc anymore. Here's my hypothesis, right? With crits in general in this game. Is like, if in a Deathless challenge, you have to like assume you're never gonna crit. Because you have to always play to like the worst outcome, right? So it's like, oh wow. Just triple buff the ice. Interesting. What's up, Pickle? I appreciate you. Wow. I just got outplayed pretty freaking hard. Welcome to the second arc, I guess. Holy shit. Hold on to that. I think we ghoul into Crow. Probably our strat. I think we're probably very safe to just blade into Crow here. I'm blind. Damn, that was meta too. Ice just does no damage, which is helpful. We love seeing a good old ice minion. Big fan of ice minions. I got another couple weeks till I start classes. Damn, we killed? Well, I guess we boost on him. I guess we do get an extra 30% boost.
Crustacean
Okay.
drops a big piece of stone.
Let's go.
Looks familiar, like it belongs to the portal.
One of the things I have to be really careful about in this world too also is my mana. Because I'm gonna finish most fights with freaking full health because I'm gonna be scarecrow spamming. We gotta make sure we're not forgetting about our mana. Off. You might actually see what talent this guy gets this room. In a perfect world, he gets dealer, I think. How does it even work? Like, how does your crit...
Make a rubbing of the inscription.
Is your attack crit what plays into... your chances to crit a heal? Is it your life attack? Or your life crit? It's probably your life crit, right? It's a multiplier now? What does that mean? The same comforter? I think this is a Costco comforter.
Very nice.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the Costco comforter. Dude, I've had this comforter for like years. I used to have a Boston Celtics comforter. And then they traded Isaiah Thomas. And I got rid of it. I used to have like the most stereotypical like kids comforter of like sports team. It was the ugliest, greenest
You
thing
speak
ever.
the
Too.
Celestian words, and as you do, you feel a strange change coming over you. The feeling soon passes, and you feel
Rupert Fleming. Oh, Wiz comfort. Do they sell comforters on the King's Isle store? Dude, I also noticed the Wiz merch is so much better. I don't know if they put someone else in behind it, but I was looking at the King's Isle store recently. The new merch is so much better than the old merch. By like several magnitudes.
I don't remember you from the air.
Fun fact, in World in Review, I lost to these guys. In just a straight up fight, nothing weird happened. What is more imbalanced from a Nuzlocke perspective, Death Wizards or Musketeers? Musketeers are so good. I think the difference, I don't know enough about Pirate, to be honest, is like, for this to be like 100% factual, but like, musketeers just, you can't touch them. They kind of, I don't know, do they do the most damage in the game? I was amazed, once you get Overwatch 5, the class becomes so much stronger than anything I've ever played with in that game. It's like nothing can hit you. Is World in Review officially Bones? I mean, I don't know what that means. I am not gonna do a Darkmoor World in Review. I don't really want to make it. I feel like that style of content I just like don't enjoy making anymore. The World in Review was good for what it was, you know? I think it taught me like so much about like editing and everything and like how to make better videos. Can you explain why the tier list you showed in your video had Swash in C tier? Because I went to the Pirate 101 Reddit and I looked up PvE tier list and that was the first result. That was not my tier. I did not make that tier list. Or I think I may have Googled it, but it was not my creation. I was looking for like the most generic Pirate 101 tier list. But I just took the first result. I mean, Overwatch 5 is just insane. It's like Witch Doctors just become Overwatch 5 shooty staff builds. I was like, Overwatch 5 was everything it was hyped up to be. And probably more. Everything it was hyped up to be, and even a little more. The playoffs for the NFL are either going to be the most entertaining year we've had in a really long time, or it's going to be a complete shit show. It's either going to be really, I think no matter what it'll be entertaining, but I think from like a quality of the game's perspective, it's like I can't remember the last time like I didn't have a favorite. Like, obviously, I'm a Patriots fan. I think, you know, I believe in Drake May. But, like, bro, I don't, if I was to gamble and I wasn't allowed to just, like, hometown root for the Patriots, I don't know who I would bet on. I really, like, I think it is truly anyone's year. Perk Rogers. The other thing is, like, I would be okay with, like, anyone winning this year. Obviously, I want the Patriots to win. Anyone but the Eagles, and I'm so there for it. I would love a Perk Rogers one last victory lap. I'm there for it. Dude, even like a Justin Hurt, like, I take everything. I don't really get how Drake May now isn't favorited to win the MVP. Like, he didn't have a Drake May average week, but he still like had a good week where they won. Dark Sun Moon. You know? Narratives mostly. Why I think it's so like, and that's the other thing again, like, obviously Statford has the better numbers, right? Like, you can't debate that. But, like, what is it? How do you even value, like, what Drake May did to turn around the Patriots is, like,
You were looking.
I think all the awards are always so silly. It's so silly, too, that that's such a, like, important part of what gets, like, factored into someone's legacy. The MVP is literally just who the fucking voters wanted to win it. There's actually, like, very little, there's no science behind it. What's different in this WIZLOCKE? I'm trying to beat the entire game. The big difference from my first one only. Not the entire game, the second arc. Guy, please don't pull the other one. And O is an MVP voter and is great friends with. Okay, also, this might be like me showing my lack of ball knowledge. Who actually votes? How do you actually become an MVP voter? Because they always say it's like the press and the media. But like, aren't the coaches the ones who like do the Pro Bowl voting? How does that work? Why don't you? I don't even dislike the Eagles as much as it's just like, well, Nick Foles, fuck Nick Foles. But it's just like they've won. They won. Like I hate when the same team is good, unless it's the Patriots. Then it's awesome. But I feel like there's so many like cool, oh, that guy deserved to win it this year. Like the Eagles have already won, so it's like
it won't be easy to open.
I hate their success.
You say? How odd.
They look pretty. They're pretty good. I would not count the Eagles out. The only team that are true pretenders and frauders is the Broncos. Pretty sure it's similar to the Hall of Fame voting. Somehow they become voting members. But like, what qualifies you? Like, like... It's just crazy that something that is so vital to, like, how a lot of people are remembered is just, like, feels so arbitrary, but... What do I know?
What's the big idea?
Ice. I don't have any Iceman deck shields, but that's fine. This guy only has ice spells. We'll just bring them in the side deck. Have any of them? Wow. Glacial shields, right? Yep. What did your minion have? This guy knows Tundra Lord, which is actually kind of creepy. His minion only knows Storm. Okay, cool. If he busts out the Tundra Lord here, that'd be kind of wild. Not the best starting hand I've ever seen. Your minion has no health, though. How does that work? Okay, you steal the fire shield. Nice one, bozo. Thoughts on a minion only run? Because Wayne already did it, like, I don't really want to, I don't think I'll ever do it. It's a cool concept, though. With the I don't think that would show Wayne up. I also think it was like one of those things that once one person's done it, it's not like a deathless thing where it's like there's like different classes and cool strategies to be had within it and all that. Like it's just boring, you know? You just sit and hide behind a minion. But like once one person has done the accomplishment of it, it's like I'm good, you know? Once we know it, it's kind of like pet only. Like once you've done it once, you've done it, you know? It's we can put it to bed. Switching up the gens here. Have you heard of the University of Miami 7th floor crew? I have, yes. Greg Olson was a...
Now we're getting somewhere.
I've seen the like TikTok of him coaching the like whatever, the like his kids on the middle school football team with Luke Kuechly. I get those TikToks like all the time. I saw the doc, I haven't looked at it yet though. I'll look at it soon, probably. Is there anything crazy, like, Celestia-wise that, like, I should know? Any insane differences that I should be paying attention to? It's such a long spell to play, it sucks. Really? I am such a sucker for Gen 4. Going on this fight. Oh, my computer's doing the thing it loves to do. Nothing quite like every single one of your USB ports shutting off one by one, huh? The audio's all crunchy. Streamers have it so hard. The game's lagging. Bro, I don't know. This didn't used to happen, and now it happens like once a stream. I don't know. Dude, the other thing is this computer is really old, but I have another computer at school that's like new. So it's like I could buy a new motherboard for it, but then it's like I might as well just wait till I graduate and I condense down to one computer, you know? Now the music's not playing. God damn it. Streamers have it so hard. You want to get it. It's less about me not wanting to consume computer parts and me more about not wanting to spend, like, the money. Because, like, if I already have the nice computer, like, why would I build another one and then just, like, you know? I do eat computer parts from time to time, yes. I'm actually the reason RAM's gone up so much. They'll try to tell you it's AI, it's me. That's my favorite snack. Dude, funny story. Like, start of last semester, my RAM broke. And I upgraded it. I was like, whatever, like, RAM's pretty cheap right now. I'll just buy, like, like 32 gigs of DDR5. I got it for, like, on sale for, like, $120. I got, like, really nice RAM. And then, like, a month later, it was, like, 5 times the price. And then my computer broke anyways. And then my motherboard and power supply went out. So, like, I have a warranty on my computer, right? That I use to, like, get, whatever, the power supply and the, other shit fixed. But, like, you think if my RAM broke and I wanted to get the warranty on that computer, they would, like, honor it? They have to, right? So do they just, like, oh my god, it's Governor Nair's this guy freaking used to terrorize me. So, like, would they just lose a shit ton of money if my RAM broke on that PC? Stat check. We're like 670 damage, 25 resist, 6 or 7 accuracy, and like 3 force pip chance. Fun fact, one of the first live streams I ever did was I fought this crab for like 2 hours. And I don't even think I think the stream ended when I beat him. The only thing I really did during that stream was fight this crab. One of my best live streams. I've never been able to top it since. It's really when I peaked. Let me check. Did I remember this guy being fucked? Although they probably took away your tower shields, right? Yeah, he doesn't even have towers anymore. Damn. They nerfed the shit out of you. I think he cucked tower shielded me at least 10 times. Sounds like you got a lemon. What my hypothesis is with that computer is that either the power supply or the motherboard went bad. What was like working well enough that like I was able to like kept using it. Because I knew when I took it out of storage, the RAM broke like really quick, which I thought was weird. But I figured it was because I was like moving it, and then I think like slowly it just killed the rest of the computer. And then eventually it just all broke at once. So I think maybe the motherboard was like cooked and then it took the RAM and then whatever. I don't know. Who's winning? I did the Super Bowl. I mean, I think it's Drake May, hands down. And Drake May we trust. It's got to be the Patriots. Ole Miss, Ole Miss. I got winning the Natty. I love Drake May. Is it Breaking Bad? Where they like, don't they like try to scramble a computer using a big ass magnet? Or is that Better Call Saul? That was Breaking Bad. Remember that. Yeah, I'm just like really timely with the whole, you know, like I just like very well read in the media. Ole Miss winning without a coach? Yeah. Because they have the longest odds. So that's the team I'm going to gamble on. Most to win, you know? Most to win, least to lose. Is the game audio not working? Why would that break? That's weird. It should be back. It's definitely back. I don't know why that would break that. I'm gonna do so much more damage to this guy than I need to. Is music gone? No, music's back. The problem is, I think if I give Twitch chat the metal pipe point reward, the stream's gonna collapse. I feel like it's gonna be like media share. I'll do it. Okay, if someone freaking takes the metal pipe thing and makes it an MP3 file, I will do it the first thing after stream. If you do all the work for me, so I just have to upload it, I promise it will be done by next stream. I don't know. The YouTube chat might be jealous though, because they can't. You can't do shit like that on YouTube. What the fuck was that? Oh, it doesn't give damage though. Okay. Back to the survey camp we go. Now I'm grinding Twitch points for the metal pipe.
What's that?
Celestia base camp. Here we come. When are you gonna do the 999 challenge again? Dude, I had an epiphany. I have the funniest drinking stream that I want to do at some point. I think it's like it'll be the craziest stream title I ever have. But I thought of it while it's gonna be so funny. I don't want to do it for a while though, bro. Like my shit was so degen editing the pirate video that like I need a couple days of like actually sleeping and like not cave dwelling and like you know, being like a functioning member of society before I drink on a weekday again. Yo, Caleb with the sub. Appreciate it. Thornton.
Oh dear, who are you?
The monolith is ancient, but upon closer examination, the broken edges look fairly fresh.
No, it was also like I thought about doing it today, and then I was like, I gotta grind on the second arc a little bit. Dude, I might do it tomorrow. Because part of the thing is like, maybe not actually. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. We shall see. I feel inspired. My mic isn't muted. I can see it moving on OBS. Up. I had some IRL friends who are like 28 and they were saying 6-7 unironically out loud in public. See, but there's like this there's this looping effect that I think with like me like shit like 6-7 has, where like it's like starts ironic and then it like gets to the point where it's like almost better to do it not ironically than being ironic, where like the irony of it becomes the like less cool part. Like if you drop like a true 6-7 in like a non-ironic way, I almost respect it more now. I almost think it's funnier. You know? Dude, if someone came into this chat and dropped an unironic poggers, I would kind of fuck with it. You know? I feel like it's gone full circle to now it's like dude, I don't know why. There's some like weird conditioning that someone could write a psychology paper on this. But when I get drunk now, I like say poggers a lot. It becomes one of my like go-to catchphrases now when I drink, which like is kind of terrifying. I don't need to enchant this, right? No way. Thanks for the thesis idea. You have to credit me. I want to be in the footnotes.
Great work!
It really is just it's an emotion. Yeah. The state of being, poggers. Should change your name to XX.
Daddy!
XX Bacon PvP XX.
Yeah, those should do
Yo,
right.
Bananas with the 6 months. Appreciate it. Shout out.
You treat the power motes within the Star Forge. In short order, they're ready.
Those should.
The Archivist. I should make my cursor visible. You notice what I learned when I was doing my my pet training is if you place your cursor right, like if you get it oh wait, no, especially if you go for the hardware cursor and turn it off, you can become Mogger. Look, I'm a Mogger. Holy shit. I'm mogging you. What are we doing with our lives? How do you figure out someone's ring size? Probably cut off their finger is probably the best way to do it. Like, measure it with a tape measure, probably. This might be the funniest guy ever birthed. I think this is my best content. I truly think it doesn't get better than this. I think that's where I peaked. Did I mark at you? I definitely have the mark at Thornton still. Oh, let's go. Just like we drew it up.
You look like you.
The most underrated skill to have when playing this game is being a good marker. If you have a naturally strong intuition of where they're going to keep sending you back to and where you don't need to mark, actually the most efficient gameplay boost you can have. Like, if you are able to recognize the fact that Thornton Lewis is going to have 3,000 pieces of dialogue, it actually saves you so much time. E-girl begging is also a strength. Although I feel like with team up, people don't e-girl beg like they used to. The prime days of Wizard101 e-girl begging are a distant memory now. Back in my day, you could go to the comments and there would be the entire freaking lobby would be full of people e-girl begging. I need help with Sunken City. It's too hard. I can't solo it. When was the last time you e-girl beg? I e-girl beg about every night at 6:30 p.m. 6 to 9:30-ish p.m. EST. It's called streaming. These are the wrong things. I should have known that. I think people hate on e-girl begging. It's a legitimate strategy. If it wasn't a legitimate strategy, it wouldn't be in the day. We wouldn't be in the game. Dude, actually, one of the things I'm very proud of about my my Wizard101 career is I think I've spent less time in the commons than like the average player. I was never a common hangout guy. Never. I didn't even get invited to like any dorm parties or like housing parties really back in the day. I didn't make that many friends playing Wiz. I mostly played Wiz with like my neighborhood friends on landlines. I'm not bragging about being antisocial. I'm bragging about not going to the commons and like having a girlfriend in this game. Yes, I am. I am bragging about the fact that I never got Wiz babes. This is true. I've been on my Sigma grind set in Wiz. I've never met up for a hex in the Life Tower. I'm pure of sin. I am the true Wiz cell. I used to play Wiz over... The other game I played so much over landline was Club Penguin. Or I would sit on the freaking landline call with my neighbors for hours on Club Penguin. What's up, Squidly? Been playing since 09 and I still forget to mark. Dude, there's a lot of times when I'm playing this game and usually chat yells at me for it. I just like forget the teleport. I forget they added teleporters. Is the bitrate kind of lacking? You have one of the settings. It doesn't say it is. But maybe. I mean, YouTube caps it at 6K, so I don't know. It says I'm hitting the max. How the fuck? Okay.
You find a small mosaic tile wedged into the gears of the orrery.
Hello, I'm just getting back into Wiz. Could you recommend something I can follow to make a good death pet? Bro, pets are confusing as fuck. What even is the best, like, pet guide now? I remember Ferric used to have one that was really good. But it was, like, kind of over, like, very, very overdone, like, over the top with information.
Shark must have used this place to hide a small cache of mosaic tiles.
Is there, like, a good guide? I also still, it's, like, so much art. It's kind of like a slot machine. Usually what I do, this is how I've always made pets, and it's, like, probably slower than what you're supposed to do. But I just go and I would save up, like, from questing and stuff till I had 100k gold. And then you go to the kiosk and you just you find the pet you want. If you're playing, like, normal Wiz, you probably want spellproof and then just a bunch of damage talents. And then you just take your pet and you freaking hatch and hatch and hatch and hatch over and over until you copy it. Is usually what I do. And I would take... There's a spell... It's not here. I already got rid of it. But once you hit level 50, I would save your gold to do that. And then there's a level, when you do the Scarecrow quest to get the Scarecrow spell, they give you a pet that has like 250 base strength and like all these in base power, which is very good stat-wise. So I would wait till you get that pet, and then I would just slam it together with another one in the That's Boone. Fuck. Well, I guess. Yeah, I guess if I wanted 4 damage talents. But for this, I guess it's like only 3 less damage than Giver, whatever. I'm probably not going to send this pet to... I'm going to send this one to Hatches. I'll start training that one. Kind of sucks, though. Whatever.
I am the archivist.
I mean, theoretically, though, I could go Giver, Giver, Dealer, and then Boone would, like, kind of make sense. But no, definitely don't want Boone. Definitely wasn't what I was going for. Disagree. To be honest, the base pet has, like, no bad talents like Boone's. Right? What?
There is a...
Yeah, but, like, since I already have proof, if I wanted to, like... I mean, it's Copium, but... I could swap out Defy for Boone, right? Pet guide graphic that spell. There's a 2.0 pet guide graphic. There are spell writing pets that don't allow you to copy them if you don't have them unlocked. What? Pets are so confusing. It's also amazing, even in just the time that I have like made content on this game. Like, people, like, I remember it used to be such a common thing you'd hear about, like, sticky talents and shit. And apparently that was just, like, all make-believe. Who knows? I don't know. A Maycast heal pet is probably better. But, like, I definitely want triple-double. I definitely at least want a triple-double.
Congratulations. Your evaluation was a success, and you have been...
Oh, Daddy! The best way to do pets, honestly, is to, like, just do them as you're leveling. That's what I was able to get a Quint balance pet on a fresh account just while I was leveling in the 0 to max series. Like, if you're just good, and that was also too, I was only getting energy from leveling up. Like, I was never, you know, because I was playing like freaking 80 hours that week. But, like, if every time you log on, you just like take the time to like attempt to make a pet, and like you spend your energy and your gold, like you can get there eventually. It's just, you just gotta be willing to, you gotta take the fail sometimes. And then there's also been times I've made a perfect pet first try, so you never know. No, I did that without a couch potato farm. Because I didn't have a couch potato, that was a fresh account. I did it purely with, like, Shanta puddings. Just Stark Wave.
Surface dweller. Come on, boys. Fresh meat.
I think, honestly, the meta pet, especially for, like, endgame fights, is going to be Proof. Proof, Defy, and then three or 4 may cast healing time. Okay, only has balance spells. Okay. May cast heals kind of go crazy. They're kind of busted. My Brave Hound got full cast Spirit Part and popped it like 5 times against the Matter the first time and finished the fight full health. That's the thing is, though, it's one of those things where it's like, it's good, but you can't rely on it. And that's what scares me about, like, will cast, and same with, like, crit in a WIZLOCKE, is, like, relying on it. You know, it's only, all it takes is that one time it doesn't proc for you, and then, you know, whatever. But they are good. I won't deny the fact that they're good. What's up, Chable? Appreciate you. But what if you just gamble better? I hadn't considered that. I think all things considered, I gamble pretty well in my life. Ooh, that's the other thing I was thinking about. Was Willcast Vampire would be kind of broken on a death. So maybe I just try to make a decathlon. Maybe I'll try to make a decathlon pet and socket proof. Maybe that's meta. A shield here. Let's be a little safe. Maybe I just start hatching trying to make a decathlon pet. Low cast vampire. I don't think Vampire is a good choice. It would use all your blades and feints. Bro, but like, think about a fight like Belloc. Like, the strat for... Think about how insane Willcast Vampire is in that fight. And also, like, when you have... Once I'm at to the point where I have like 100 damage, it's a free 400 heal and 800 damage. Do I have enchants? Okay. Hex is also good. I don't think Hex is as good as Vampire, though. But, like, maybe I also make a... Try to make a Willcast pet that has Maycast Hex.
The Piscean leader drops a piece of curiously shaped metal. It must be the missing key.
I feel like... Dude, because then there's fights where it's like, if you have to turtle or something... I feel like Vampire would be so insane. This dungeon, who could forget it? There's also the truth of just like a good triple-double. A good triple-double pet is pretty... Wait, what? I think a good triple-double is kind of undefeated. Fortified's 52? I thought it was 50. Doink, Scoob. Are they gooning?
Do not proceed. Your defeat is inevitable. Spare yourself the humiliation.
This is another fight I randomly remember dying to a lot in the World in Review. I think this guy has crazy myth resist. Only 35 actually. I thought it'd be higher. Stellar Protector has a bunch of fire spells. Interesting. No, you know what it was? I freaking Minotard this guy, thinking that it would like double convert both hits, and then it only converted the first hit. I remember it like it was yesterday. Let's change this to something a little bit more. I'm gonna play Christmas music and no one's gonna complain. Dragoony, appreciate it. Mario why did I enchant this? I'm stupid. Do I go for this feint or no, that's just greed. Don't be greedy. Mario Galaxy music? Fuck it, why not? Ian, I told you this guy randomly's got a lot of fire spells. It's just the incomplete soundtrack. No, that's a mix up. What if we played Mario Bros. Underwater music for the immaculate vibes? I don't know how to swim. This actually is a very fitting song for this world, too. This is a good call. It's the Hero 101 Nuzlocke? Never. I wonder, you think they ever had like a full playable build of Hero 101? Or is it just too early into the development cycle? Gulp. They had gameplay screenshots. They can't even fairly develop 2 games at a time. Bro, I actually, this is like the narrative I was like, it annoys me so much with Pirate 101. It's not that King's Isle didn't have the resources, it's that they strategically cut Pirate 101 to like streamline their profitability so that they would just have the widest margins possible so they would look better when they were acquired. You actually go, if you go and read like the Verve Media acquisition thing, all the Verve Media talked about is they're focusing on acquiring companies that have high margins. Like it's actually it's so blatant. What like it wasn't that it was like it's not mismanagement. I think that it was a little, you can make, that's why they went into mobile games, because mobile games have such crazy margins. But it's actually like saying they like wanted to develop mobile games and like you know, that's why they turned away from Pirate 101 isn't really true. They were just going after the highest margins possible, and Pirate 101 didn't fit into that. It's not like, it's also not like they were like, oh, why isn't this working? Am I stupid? Uh-oh, there we go. But it's not like it was like Pirate 101 was losing them money and they had to like, whatever. It was that cutting Pirate 101, it was like a margin move. You know? All their mobile games sucked, but it wasn't like KingsIsle shifted in that period from being like a company that's like, let's make a good innovative game, to like, let's make cheap mobile slop and hope we can like fall into a game with crazy margins. Wow, this guy has crazy spells. He doesn't resist Myth, though, interestingly enough. Only Ice and Death. This guy, I think this fight's just going to be a pure tower fight. There's, like, every single spell. This guy cheat? No, he doesn't even cheat. We want a tower around one, I think. I do believe. Did I need some, like... I love this Mario Galaxy shit. I do not... I need the Honey Hive Galaxy. Do not give me the Rosalina Observatory. Remember that mobile game that came out with like a year or two ago that was just all ads? It was interesting though. Again, you read like the like Verve media shit. I hate read during the while I was making the pirate script. And they put in like very plain text, like bold text. They like, we are not like, the mobile game company is like, the mobile section of KingsIsle is separate from this transaction. You know, we are not a whatever, because the mobile game was such a fucking flop for them. It was so bad that they are very, like, much actively trying to distance themselves from it in the acquisition. But, like, the one table they have is actually kind of crazy. This, like, very much changed how I viewed... That's just the big thing that changed how I viewed KingsIsle. Because I think people paint KingsIsle as this company that's, like, failing and not making any money and is like, oh, well, let's go, Willcast. Is, like, keeping this game alive out of, like, the desperation and the goodness of their heart, which is just not true. Bro, look at the fucking margins they have on this game. Now, this was also at the time of acquisition, which is, like, crazy because KingsIsle is, like, the game is doing so much better than it was, like, 4 years ago. Oh, look at their fucking margins! They don't have to put any effort into this game, and it just prints money. It's actually, like, it's a freaking cash cow. That's why they cut Pirate 101, because they just wanted to, like, streamline the Wizard101 cash cow, bro. Bro, I don't even fucking fully understand this. it's crazy though. Yeah, because their actual cost of like getting that $10 a month from you is just fucking insane. It's my whole point is like, if you, the narrative around Pirate 101 is like, KingsIsle had to downsize, and that's why the game died and it sucks. Which is not, from what everything I've ever read and seen, is not true. KingsIsle downsized so they would be more profitable. Which, like, you know, I guess you can't really blame them, but like, it's, at the same time, they killed Pirate 101 purely out of greed. It's actually hilarious when you consider the frickin' plot of, of Pirate 101. It's actually, like, so fitting. Incredible irony. Which, again, like, I get it's a company, okay? You can only, whatever. But then it just annoys me that they're, like, the way it's talked about. KingsIsle deserves no sympathy. It's the same now, too, where, like, they're still looking, like, the shit that happened with, like, them, like, looking, what was the thing, like, something, they fired someone and now they're, like, looking to, like, export the labor. It's like they're just gonna keep making the quality of everything they produce worse and worse until it, like, actually has a meaningful impact on how much money they're making. And the thing is, like, because people really only play, like, they don't actually give a shit. You know, you're stuck playing this game no matter what. It only gets more popular as time goes on. It's like, why change anything, you know? Pirate gets gameplay updates. They're just not good. I also was like, there was one thing I wanted to avoid in, like, the Pirate Nuzlocke was like trashing on. I did trash on the new content, but I don't think it's not that like the people who are working on Pirate 101 aren't trying. It's just like they are not. It's the game is not getting the resources it needs to, like, you know, like the updates are so small and they're so bad. Like, I feel bad, bro. But like, you know, if I'm not gonna get a new Skyway, I'm not gonna play the game. I know nothing about the post-Kane content. I have watched people play it, though. And it looks terrible. And everyone says it's terrible. So, like, I guess it's not completely fair for me to, like, write it off. I mean, I'm down to play it. I'm probably not... I don't know. I definitely don't want to make a video on it. There's also just not enough of it. I've heard the insane bugs. I've heard all that. I've heard it's, like, insanely not balanced. But it's also, like, 5 levels worth of content past Kane, right? And that's, like, all pretty new that the level cap was even boosted. So it's like, I don't really have much of an interest in, like, you know, there's no way I could make a video on it. Maybe one day on stream. You could do it in a day. I don't have much, like, what, you know? I thought about, like, going in maybe and, like, trying to get the best gear and stuff and, like, maybe doing a couple, like, Manchu runs or whatever. But then, like, I kind of want to just leave that character. I don't really want to go fuck with it. Almost all the assets for new KI games, Grapewood Academy, is made by underpaid workers in the Philippines. That's what, and then they were like, there was one job of, like, the guy who was the head of the console launch or something. Like, it got fired, and then the job they're now taking out of, like, I don't know. I feel like there's such a dangerous precedent that they've set and are like, I think they've experienced where like they don't really have to give a fuck about the quality of the game because people are gonna play it no matter what. It's also like even if they come out and they make the new content that's absolutely god awful, it's like people are still gonna play this game for like, you know, the content they like. I feel like there's like growing like group in the player base who like quest through Darkmoor or like the 3rd arc and then just doesn't, you know, want to play the 4th arc. See ya, Camcod. Yeah, I don't think the KI sponsorship was ever something I was worried about, you know, possibly getting. I don't think that was ever something I was, like, in the running for, you know? I think it depends, like, what kind of selling out. I think if they did, like, a creator code, like, I'd probably take a creator code. But I would keep my mantra of, like, don't spend money on this game. But, like, if you are going to spend money on this game, use my creator code. Because at the end of the day, I don't think that's hypocritical, because I always say don't spend money on this game, and then I just keep playing it and keep spending money on it. So, you know, I get the temptation. But, you know... and then maybe if they came with me like, hey, we're thinking about doing like a free membership event or something, would you promote it? Of like a Slade Summer Showdown thing, I think I would be definitely open to something like that. If they came to me and are like, here, we'll give you X amount of money, and you have to say, you can never say anything negative about this game ever again, and you have to just like shamelessly shill it, I wouldn't do it. What's up, Sky T? I appreciate you. I don't understand Ravenwood Academy. I don't get it. Is anyone hyped for Ravenwood Academy? I just don't understand the, like, visual novel appeal. Yeah, this means it goes hard. Bristleclaw. What you got, Mr. Bristleclaw? You only know death spells. He does know Scarecrow, though, which is kind of scary. And then your friend only knows fire spells. Alright, I got a strat here. Hella prisms. Bring hella of you. Load this deck up with fire sheet. Hella good strat. I don't know. I definitely might play it, though, because I think it'd be a really fun drinking stream. I definitely probably will play it if it ever releases, because I think getting hammered and playing Ravenwood Academy actually sounds like peak content. Especially if Dahlia's running around. I think that'll be a stream, I definitely do. But, like, I can't say it's a game that I'm gonna be, like, grinding, off-stream. Yo, Jitties with the 5, appreciate it. Critical hit. I don't think it's a game I'm gonna be playing off stream. Say that pretty comfortably. Ravenwood Academy, but every time I lose faith in my childhood game franchise, I take a shot. After all your drinking streams, have you ever experienced "oh please kill me" hangovers? No. I've really never gotten actually that drunk. With some of them, with like the more marathon ones, I like sometimes like my stomach is like a little not great the next day, like with the Pokemon Nuzlocke one, just because I was drinking for like 12 hours straight. But even then, like I was fine the next day. Really, in the Minecraft speedrun one, I really didn't get that drunk. I think my peak BAC was like 0.13. Which, like, in the grand scheme of things, really isn't that high. I'm definitely not, like, immune to hangovers. It's a completely different, like... Oh, no. I need to pull this crow, though. Dude, the sickest I've ever been after a stream was Milky Mushu. Milky Mushu, I lied on my bed for a while and, like, did not feel okay at all. That's the only stream I've ever done where I've, like, actually endangered myself for content, I think. Not that I really endangered myself, but, like, that was the one content I've done where it's like, that was bad for my health. Like, that was really bad. You know? I just drank a gallon of milk in under an hour. That was stupid. I felt the consequences of that. Dandelion. What's up, Samdo? I gotta go buy potions. Or go rip some potion motion. Rayleigh. Isn't that a MILF? MILF. Isn't that a myth, though? Isn't it like calcium, like an excess of calcium doesn't actually make your bones stronger? You just, like, need it for proper bone development? But, like, once you hit a certain threshold, like, milk has no effect. Do I follow Wiz's story at all? Yes. Not the newer stuff, though. I used to be a Wiz story enjoyer. But, like, now that it's, like, my 10th playthrough of the second arc, I don't read dialogue. Jitties with the 4, appreciate it. I think the YouTube emojis are so funny. It's, like, so clearly an attempt to gamify, and it's... Am I losing it? My mind? Or is the on-stream chat not matching this chat? The on-stream chat is YouTube. But you're also going crazy. None of this is real. What is it about... Isn't calcium buildup a cause of kidney stones? I wouldn't know. Don't white monsters give you kidney stones? What is it about white monsters that gives you kidney stones? Sodium. what was more fun, the WIZLOCKE or the Pirate Lock? They're actually so different. The Pirate Lock was like, I think there's so much more RNG in that game, which is fun and not fun at the same time. I had a lot of fun with Pirate, but like, there was some painful RNG stuff in Pirate. Wild Crag. You have probably only storm spells. If I had to guess, probably only storm spells. Yep. Got some hard hitting ass spells though. What's up, Kittle? Appreciate the Axel Supreme shout out. Got like no health though, boss man. Like, I think the Pirate 101 streams were fun because like, what's up, GDs? Appreciate you. It's so goofy. Appreciate it. Smiling face with horns. I really liked the pirate story too. It was fun also playing the pirate because it was like I did it so blind that like I really didn't know what to even expect. I also just don't think like compared to some of the Wiz stuff I'd done, the Pirate Lock was that hard. It was like more of like an endurance and like preparing for a couple hard fights. Pirate would have been so much better if they actually finished the planned story. Bro, I disagree so hard with that. I actually, like, I've heard that said so many times, and then it's like, I went and tried to find the original story. It had us, like, making our own robot to, like, that was Kane's brother, to, like, go to El Dorado and fight Kane. That would have been so much worse than the ending they had. It was, like, something to do with us making a robot that was, like, Kane's brother. He's with the... What the fuck is that? Why is that a YouTube... I appreciate the dono. Why is that? I just want to kill this guy. Then again, I could do this and kill both of them. What was it? It was like... It was like you made a robot and then you fought him and I don't know. Yo, Raw with the Prime. Appreciate it. Shout out. Yeah, I really actually liked how Pirate's story ended. It was definitely rushed. But I like the idea that Kane just goes, ha ha ha, I'm better than you. I completely cheated at this game that we've been playing. Because I feel like it's, like, very fitting for the story. I also think it's, like, so funny how, like, I think of that story, like, is extremely relevant now with, like, the death of, like, creative content with AI. I think it was, like, so cool that Kane was like, yeah, screw you, I beat the game, now I'm gonna kill you. Try to play me in chess, you'll never beat me, I'm smarter than you. And then, like, to beat him was cool. Came from YouTube, I appreciate it, Raw. What's up, Maori? Mary? I'm doing pretty well. We're kind of dunking on Celestia, which is pretty cool. Jokes on Kane, I'm dying here right now, loser. Kane's a great villain. I think they actually did Kane as a villain very well. I think it's so easy to, like, not create, like, especially when it's like, oh, I'm just, like, stronger and smarter and better than you. But I do like Kane. Giddles with the 2. Where are you finding these, bro? Where are you finding these? What that is. Probably Watermole Village. Yo, Bird of Prey with the Prime. Appreciate it. Shout out. I can fix... Yo, Poosh with the Prime. Appreciate it. Shout out. Dude, I thought if there's one person who got complete... If there's one thing that I think was bad about the rushed ending, it's Queen. I bet you they had some crazy epic boss fight with Queen planned. And then they had to just phone it in and be like, we're just going to have to like shoehorn her in the epic, or in the, whatever, the final fight. Is there like some like leaked thing about how they were going to use Queen? As far as I'm concerned, Chittles, what? I appreciate that donuts, bro. Why is there a peach emote? Nah, the teaser at the end isn't real, as far as I'm concerned. That shit never actually happened. The main reason I hate it is because you get 3 map pieces at once. Oh, and the new Queen content? I'm just like... Yo, Jitties with that gifted, appreciate it. Shout out. It's just like... To me, this story should just end. If anything, if they want to make some El Dorado content, I'm all for it. Put it in Wiz. Make the wizard go there. I feel like it would kind of ruin the ending that they, even if it was the ending they didn't want to make and they were forced to make because of like time and whatever. The pirate can't go to El Dorado now. Like, what? You're just gonna disrespect the wishes of your dead parents? I think a Wiz El Dorado world is probably more realistic to actually happen, because they do make content for this game still. Bro, your parents' last wish is don't go to El Dorado. That's the last thing they say to you. That's the big ending is, hey, you know, in the end, friendship is worth more than any gold. If we just disrespect that and fucking go to El Dorado... But you're just gonna retcon the parents? They retcon the parents telling you that? What the fuck? They gotta stop making pirate content. Just leave it where it was at. It's good. It's a good ending. I like the ending. I think it's so fitting that Kane is able to cheat the game. And that we were playing this game of like sacrifice and struggle and like clawing tooth and nail for every fucking piece of the map, and then Kane comes in and he's like, nah, I'm just gonna cheat. That's so AI. Just leave it there. It's good there. The ending is terrible. Nothing paid off. That's the point. But that's the whole point of the game. Okay, at least what my reading of the Pirate 101 story is, one of the main themes is that greed corrupts and is bad. Is like the central thing. So if we just like kill Kane and then go to El Dorado, it doesn't like. It's also like, what are you even looking for in El Dorado? I guess if they retcon the fact that your parents are happy. I mean, I guess if Kane still cheats and he goes to El Dorado and then you meet him at El Dorado and you fight, that's fine. I wouldn't have hated that. I'm not like super upset that we don't get to go to El Dorado. I think there's almost something that's cool about not making it there. Guess the parents weren't proud of you. 7 people have finished Pirate. Dude, Pirate's story is so much like I love Pirate's story. I actually think that's like probably my favorite part of the game. Fiddle with the banana, appreciated. What's your favorite world? Dude, I really like Cool Ranch. I think Cool Ranch kind of has the Chrysalis thing for it, where it's like, people don't like it because it's long. That world is so good. The story's also so... I love Death has a gambling addiction. I thought it was funny. I love freaking Captain Blood, Immortal, and then you have to get the cards to break. Like, I think that was such a cool... That's probably the best, most well-written piece of King's Isle, like, story. Dude, Cool Ranch might be... I think Cool Ranch is a top 3 King's Isle game world for me. I think my all-time 3 favorite King's Isle game worlds would be... I think Dragonspire is 1, Polaris is 2, and then Cool Ranch is probably 3. There might be some recency bias in that. Cool Ranch was solid, bro. I think Toro is such a freaking awesome character. Not just because he carried me, but like... I love Toro's arc in the Pirate 101 Nuzlocke might have been like the best character arc in any one of my videos ever. I think him and Wally are 1 and 2, and I don't know which order I put them in. Is there any universe? No, there's no universe that gets there. Ratbeard, though, the thing with Ratbeard is like... I don't know. I don't know if Ratbeard deserves to be in that kind of company. I feel like someone's told me that before. Like, your first mate was the only companion you got to bring, and that's why it was, like, important. And then the rest of them were randomized. But then you could choose them for bosses or something still, right? I didn't play it when I was a kid, so I don't know, like, I don't know the history of it. Wally the water elemental. Go to this minion of all time. What's up, Eclipse? Appreciate you. Arc 3 best, WizArcs, terrible take. Terrible take. I'd give it second. Brock best world. Fight me? I'm not gonna fight you because you clearly there's something going on that you should seek professional help for. I think this is such a forgettable part of this world. I feel like we're kind of schmoving though. Almost already halfway through this world. It's kind of average death boss.
You do not belong here. You have no roots.
The minion, death minion. Okay. The Applejacks guy. What does he say? What's the like his line? It's like Gorilla Man. No, that's My Little Pony. I was trying to find the commercial, and then it gave me a soundboard. No, this isn't what I want. Okay, we're just gonna pretend this didn't. I was looking for someone who would say Gorilla Mon. Because I pressed, there was this thing and it was Applejack soundboard, so I was like, that's definitely gonna have the Gorilla Mon on it. And then it was the My Little Pony. I swear. I'm not a brony. I'm being misrepresented. How much Pierce do I have? That feels like I pierced that guy for a lot. I remember when they gave Cinnamon dreads and then they... What? What's the apple's name? There was the this guy, the tall guy in the commercials, who had the catchphrase and then they had the apple, and the apple was like the loser. The apple was like the cinnamon sticks guy did. His name is Bad Apple. Archmastery is allowed. Archmastery kind of has to be allowed though, because like you get it as a base level 50, you know, so it's like I can't really disable it. Coca-Cola. Wonder, you think how many spellments I'll get for 630 base crow? Kind of looks insane. Like, this is an area I never use teleporters in. Wonder why my brain decides not to. I'm saving my training points right now. I want to get enchants and fortify. I don't think I'll train. I might train into life. We'll see. We'll see. What the fuck is this song? Spooky ass music. Max Prism's one of those cards I always think you should get earlier. It's gonna tell me I don't need Max Prism yet. I love cheating bosses. I think their one flaw is you just have to have the wiki open. I'm actually very surprised there hasn't been an effort by KingsIsle to like make it like an in-game way to like know the cheats. You think they just expect you to trial and error it? With MMOs doing it blind. Yeah, but there's also some cheats like a unicorn cast that it's like, or pixie cast. There's like you wouldn't even like know the cheats. Like if I had to blind do Malastare the Undying, I don't think it would take me like what's the game called? Do you ever play the camp game? Where, like, you all sit in a circle, and then one person leaves the room, and you make up a rule, and they ask you all questions, and it's, like, based on your answers, they have to try to, like, determine what the rule is. What's that game called? I feel like that's what Darkmoor's like. Like, there's no way I would be able to figure out that blades and traps alternate clearing, or, like, Waterworks. That blades and traps alternate clearing every 3 rounds. Dolphin training? No, dude, this is like a... What's it called? It's a fun game. No, it's not a card game. It's like... Green glass door? It would be like... Okay, so like, our rule would be... We kick EA out of chat, and then our rule is like, we have to answer as if we are ourselves, but we like are our 7-year-old selves instead of ourselves. So EA would come to one of us and be like, Zareth, what's your favorite, you know, or like, what were you doing this morning? And it's like, oh, well, like, I ate Lucky Charms and then I got on the bus, you know? And then I'd be like, oh, you know, what's your favorite food? And say some food that 7th graders like, and you like, the person has to try to guess what the rule is. I swear this is a game, like a very popular game. No, I don't think EA quite gets the game. It is a real game. I don't remember what it's called. It's like if you want to really fuck with one of your friends, you do something like everyone has to answer with like the letter the last person ended with. So if someone says like whatever, the person asks them a question and they're like, what's your favorite color? And they say blue, and then they ask you what's your favorite animal, you'd have to say elephant. Right? And then it's like, you know, you ask the next person, where'd you go to college? And they'd have to say Temple University or something. It's something spy. I don't remember, but it's fun. It's also a game you can totally just like gang up on that one friend and like make his life hell and give him a really hard rule. Well, the thing is you lie, right? Or you have to you tell the truth unless you have to lie. If I had to get a tattoo of any model in Wiz, what would you pick? I'm getting Dahlia Falmea like an old sailor on my arm. So I know what I'm going to war to come back to. What's up, kiddo with the gifted? Appreciate it. Shout out.
Daddy!
Loaded. That way when I'm in the trenches, I can look at my arm and remember what I'm fighting for. Or a Nick Jonas ass tat. I think photorealistic Nick Jonas on my ass would be also pretty cool. It'd be kind of tough, as the kids would say. A tough choice. Airship. Selena on the other, push them together, they kiss. It's devious. Devious. Nick Jonas ass tat would get you so many girls. True story. That implies you're either are like going and telling them you have a tattoo of Nick Jonas on your ass, or like you're walking around just cheeks out. And I don't know which one's worse. It's actually definitely walking around going cheeks out, but still. I think I'd believe someone. If someone came up to me and they said, I have a photorealistic tattoo of Nick Jonas on my ass, I'd probably be willing to bet they didn't. Just moon anyone you want to take home. Great opener. That's actually... I don't think that's a great move. No. I think that's probably pretty illegal as well. Along with questionably ethical. Or ethically questionable. Worked for you. That's your opener typically. Good to know. Good to really put a thumb on the pulse of chat. Do I have... Oh, you did hatch. Are your stats good? Oh, Daddy! Your stats are basically perfect. Wheezing guy with the 7 months, appreciate you. Why is it... Auto broke a little bit, but it's okay, it's fine. I'm gonna mark it. My deck is cooked. Not like it's gonna matter. Bro, take me to the promised land. Actually, not even gonna blade here. I don't even think against the life boss I blade or shield or do anything. I think I just pass into a crow. It's optimal. Do all fights boil down to shielding and blading then using AoE spells? Not all of them. Oh, that wasn't even the quest. Just most of them. If it's a quest that involves like a simple defeat and collect and or a pretty low health boss that's not gonna cheat, it's pretty much a guaranteed shield. Hurdle for a little while, get a few buffs up, bro. A lot of fights where you don't even have to shield. Especially if you're playing on a death, you can just kind of drain spam. But my thing with Wiz, right? And this is less true nowadays because now it's like I always liked when there was gear set trade-offs. I always thought the Sword of Kings they should have given like an insane amount of crit or something. Because if they had given whatever, they give the Sword of Kings just like a stupid number of crit or some other random stat that's like, or like a ton of pierce. Then at least maybe there's like a trade-off to consider to using it with over like just the meta wand. But Wiz now it's just like we're gonna just make one meta set that's just evidently better than all the other gear. I think it's less fun. I do want to get Shift Detonate. I think it would be good for content. It just might be really hard to get on the pet. It might be kind of expensive too, but what's up, WoW Snake? I appreciate it. Dude, Pirate's fun. I had a ton of fun with Pirate. I don't know. It's also like if you can truly do the post King content in less than 6 hours, like might as well at that point, right? I gotta fix this deck. I would like to get to a point this stream where I don't think I'll one-shot it. I started stream too late. I don't want to be up till like 3 a.m. for East Coast people. But I'd like to get to a point where like next stream I can beat Celestia without like having an insane amount of run time to the final dungeon. Is kind of my plan. Do it now, no balls. I don't think I should be up that late. I also think it's important to like actually plan for the final dungeon. I can't just freeball it. What's up, Savu? What's up, Shade Slayer? What is at Vastic Gear? What even is that? Is that like a Selenopolis level set or something? Right, this kills. Endgame Celestia bosses drop pieces? Oh, for real. How much worse is it than Waterworks? Mine? Is it crafted? Most of the time it's better? $20 to $35 runs of Trial of Spheres? What? Crazy.
Now you will have to go outside to throw the lever that activates the generator.
I do not think I will be doing Trial of Spheres, as I want to live. This guy has... Is this a mob fight? Oh yeah, it basically is. Pretty much is. Get the fire wand. Oh, 13 hours of Salgio? What? Why did you want the wand that bad? mean, I guess the good news about if I want to go for that is it's not like... Yeah, like, it's not like Solid Geo is that hard, right? Best wand until level 100? Really? Then I might have to farm for that shit. And crafting it's equally as hard.
You throw the lever, and
What if I just get really lucky and get all the gear drop first try? That would be pretty cool, right? Why don't we just first try all the gear?
You surprise me, Wizard. I'm impressed with what I see.
Yeah, I mean, something taking a long time doesn't scare me as much as something being very insanely hard. I'm definitely more terrified of something that's like, you will not survive it. What's up, Tom? I mean, if it's that good, though. If it's, like, better than Waterworks, we might have to do it. How does it compare to Wintertusk Crafted? Is it just way better?
That's not all of them.
Yeah, but like, if I'm gonna be level locked and I'm gonna be outgunned, I might have to go for like the very best I can get. Especially if it's just time consuming, but safe. Like, that's something I gotta do. I can see the stats from the crafter. I'm confused. Like, I always thought Waterworks was just like never gonna be bested, bro. Who is the crafter? Person? I don't think it's you. Where they at, though? Here, the back. Over here. Buxley Turtleton. Let's see this. Next to Otto the robot. Yo, Sir Kibble with the 5. Would you rather eat a tube of lip gloss or a tube of toothpaste? Definitely toothpaste. I feel like if I'm eating toothpaste, I'm not going to get sick. Whereas if I'm eating lip gloss, I'm probably going to get sick, right? I feel like toothpaste is made to be consumed. Only 6 resist, though? Doesn't seem that good. What are these? Shark tooth? Like, is there no way this is better than Hangman? It gives a little bit less health, less pip chance, less crit, less damage, less universal resist, and... What? Is this... Are you sure this is the right set? It gives, from what I have now, I mean, it gives crit, it gives 1 more pierce, and it gives 3 more damage. I mean, that's pretty good. That's probably, even then, like, I guess the crit's really nice. The crit is insane. This is definitely very good. Okay, I believe that. See, but like, there's no way these are better than Hangman boots. Maybe Death's... I think it's also just that Death's Waterworks set is cracked. These give a little bit more health, a little bit more pip chance. Ooh, they give crit, though, which is really nice, because the freaking Waterworks boots don't even give crit. They give 2 less resist and no incoming heal death. These are definitely better. And they also give pierce, and Waterworks gear gets no pierce. What about the robe? Damn, that looks pretty fucking good. Okay. I mean, it's like pretty comparable, though. The other thing is, isn't getting the Waterworks hat probably more realistic for me? Because it drops from the side boss.
You are no celebrity.
Isn't the Winter Tusk hat better? Don't people usually craft the Winter Tusk hat? I think it's going to be some conglomeration of this gear. Is like, I really think those boots are insane. I don't think there's going to be a better pair of boots. So I'll probably go for like those boots, that wand. And then Winter Tusk hat. Maybe I even go for that robe. I don't know. We'll see.
Of what might be the Shadow Seeker medallion. Maybe Alaric Moonsunder knows what happened to the rest.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm not too worried about it yet. I think we cook up a strat once we're through the world. Like bygone gear? What is bygone? Dude, I don't even know these gear sets. I've always just gone and got oh, the death gear. Bygone is tier 2 Atavistic. Like, I'm not even privy to this information. Forsaken set? I'll be honest, I have no. I know there was a Forsaken. You made it up? I mean, I would have thought Adamastic was made up. Okay, hopefully we kill here. Alright. Nice one, buddy. Yeah, I just feel like if I'm gonna try to beat, like, you know, this shit deathless, I probably have to go for, like, the very best gear I can get. There's also a world, though, where, like, I could run whatever gear through, like, it'll be good enough for Zafaria, and then maybe when I'm a little bit stronger or whatnot, I go back and try to upgrade. I think it's probably what, like, could realistically happen. I just discarded everything I need. Waterworks is also just so painless. It's easy to get a team up. You respawn the boss, you're in and out in an hour and a half. I don't think for Mirror Lake I have to, like, go risk getting Waterworks, though. Obviously, it's scary, but, like, I don't think it's, like, I think it's possible. I think there's some stuff, like, the galleries, where it's, like, I'm going to have to do some risky shit to get some better gear. I don't think, Mirror Lake is quite that yet. Haven't the Spectral Guardians kind of been nerfed into the ground, though? Isn't that the one where you fight, like, the elephant dude? Isn't the elephant dude kind of washed? What gear is good for a pre-Dragonspire? If you're pre-Dragonspire, go to the Bazaar and buy whatever gives the highest number of damage and power pip chance. Am I gonna start Act 2 a pirate? No. It's, like, not enough content for me to, like, want to do it. That do 500 though. So would the I would not farm Mount Olympus. I don't think it's ever been worth it, and then they made it harder to get the gears, so it's super not worth it. Dude, especially now, if you're doing like a casual playthrough, you can, like, with Malistaire gear being in the Bazaar, I don't know if I would farm anything. I don't even know if I'd farm Waterworks. Like, I honestly think you can probably get the Darkmoor on freaking Bazaar gear. It's just like Waterworks is so free. Waterworks is worth farming because it's just so free, but like I don't know if you even need it. Like I think you can just get it out of the Bazaar. Min-maxing early game also just is not worth it because of how fast, purely because of how fast the game moves. If you spend 6 hours farming at Aquila, which is like very good RNG nowadays, to get your full set, you could have just played through Dragonspire and gotten Malistaire gear, which is better. Like you probably could have played through Mushu and Dragonspire and just bought Malistaire gear.
You've got it.
I mean, I always did. My strat was always Waterworks at 60, Bazaar everything until you get to 60, then you get Waterworks, then you YOLO Waterworks until Darkmoor at 100, and then once you get Darkmoor at 100, you just do some weird conglomeration of like, it used to be Dragoon, but now you just like go freaking get weird conglomerations of gear and Bazaar gear and shit, and like, if you farm maybe a final boss here or there for like upgrades and whatever, and then like get the Bladefell Titan out of your shared bank, and then just get to max, and then whatever max is, farm for max gear. Dude, Darkmoor's always been kind to me. I've never had the, like, Darkmoor hell that I swear everyone else has had. I like Darkmoor. I have a good time at Darkmoor, if anything. Doss got all 3 Mali pieces in one run? That's not possible. Don't you only get 1 piece max? Oh, well, yeah, well, using the chest, yeah, okay, I believe that. I did that, in one of my speedrun video, my second arc speedrun, I did that, but I got it also all in 3 chest rolls. I got a piece dropped, I think I got like the wand dropped naturally, then I rolled, got the hat, rolled, got the boots, rolled, got the robe. It was ridiculous. I should have bought a lottery ticket. Grab this. ICE really isn't that bad once you accept the fact that you're never going to be a good PvE school. If you ignore the fact that it'll never be a good PvE school, it's a pretty good PvE school. What's up, demon? Bro, here's the other thing. I'll tell you, you know what the truth is to finding the best Wizard101 school to play? Find the school you think is the coolest and has the best looking animations. If you think Ice Giant is the best spell and you like watching it the most, bro, just pick the 7-pip AoE you think's the coolest. And pick the gear you think looks the coolest. At this point, bro, in this game, all you're gonna do is 7-pip AoE. So you might as well just watch the one you want to watch, you know? It's also like every school's gonna play the same way, so it's like not really gonna matter. It matters early game, but once everyone gets their blade and their 7-pip AoEs, bro, we're all the same. Moondial.
You charge the storm shards by placing them on the moon dial. They soon glow with power.
Here we go. There's 2 double fights, right? And then you fight the Titan guy. I thought it was a meme at first, but now I'm watching Wiz gameplay. It really just is Blade and Crow every single fucking fight. Just wait, like, this is like the bulk of the second arc is like pretty much Blade into 7-pip AoE. It's something I joke about, but at the same time, it is reality. No, buffing boss HP is not the answer. What King's House actually figured it out is you make interesting bosses with cool cheats. I actually think like the gameplay of like later worlds is much better than the second arc. What did I even do last? Oh, I shielded. I am getting dementia. I actually think my memory has gotten worse since I started streaming. That's not even a joke. I think constantly having chat to like give me streams of information has made it so I just like don't feel the need to remember anything. I think that's bad. I don't think that's good. Why doesn't Myth have a shadow minion yet? Good question. Great question. I wonder if I could use chat on like a test, if it would even help me. Hold up. Boom, boom, boom. Is Bunyip... There's still the era that of Wiz that is most ingrained in my brain is when the only spell you would ever see ever was Glowbugs. Peak Glowbugs, back when it used to just take off every blade and did like 10 gazillion damage. And it was the only spell that was ever actually used. I swear that was the only spell I saw for like years playing this game. Now no one even really uses it. It's actually kind of a sad fallen titan. If there was one spell that I think embodies a person, and a person that embodies a spell, it is Blaze, Lifehammer, and Glowbugs. I feel like I've watched Blaze, Lifehammer cast more Glowbugs than I've, like, an unhealthy amount. It's like a match made in heaven. What is this? You only have storm spells. Alright. Ah! I kind of want a Storm Shield round one, actually. Kind of scared of this guy. Ugh. It's just like, you usually get way more shads, right? Did it? What even? I don't even know how the shadow gauge really works. I just remember back in the day it was like random. And you would just have to like kind of sit around hoping you get a shad, and then once you get the shad, the glow bugs would come out. Occasionally, if you were playing with a death, they would Lulu. But that was it. Those were the only two spells in the game, as far as I'm concerned. Mystic Colossus was always mid. Mystic Colossus does not deserve to be in the same conversation as Glowbugs and Lulu. With the reverb ass, and it would go and go, and then it would step and it would shoot. It was good. It wasn't Glowbugs or Lulu good. Dude, peak Lulu was so strong. Peak Lulu might be the strongest PvE spell ever. In terms of like how the game was like balanced back then, I can't, if I'm bringing one PvE spell ever to a duel to the death from any point in time. But Lulu was an AoE drain that did so much damage. Bugs was not better. No, it wasn't. Lulu was peak, bro.
Stormfist disappears. leaving in his place.
It was like enchanted. It was easy 1k damage, 5 pip drain. It was mind-boggling. You have no idea how good Tim Duncan was. Oh my god. What would make this run better? A light beer. Maybe. I think what I'm gonna do is probably try to run the Celestia final boss tomorrow. Hopefully I win. And then I can grind for the gear I'm gonna run for Zafaria. We're allowed to use it. Gives you drugs with the prime. Appreciate it. Shout out. I think the reason I remember Lulu being so insane as well was like Death didn't have a low pip AoE back then. I guess you had OG Deer Knight, but like I didn't even have Deer Knight when I was questing through. So you hit Darkmoor and then you get freaking Lulu and it's like, oh my god, I have unlocked real power. Appreciate you, gives you drugs. Dude, I remember I crafted Deer Knight. I farmed so many. I killed Kronos at least like 40 times for Amber. And I remember finally, and I remember you had to get all the blood moss. That was a total pain in the ass. And getting the treasure cards was like trying to reassemble Exodia. And when I finally did it, it was like, that's when I was like, felt my strongest as a wizard. I was like, I was the shit when I finally crafted that. And now it's just like, it's not the same. The lore spells don't have the same aura they once did.
You say the words of the incantation, and the
Bro, you can just like buy Deer Knight TCs at the Bazaar now. It used to be like a competitive sport, trying to snipe freaking whatever, snipe lore TCs at the Bazaar. You had to be like, it was like a full-time profession. Bro, if you ever got a Pigsy TC at the Bazaar, oh my god. I remember I got Pigsy on my life naturally. From Lore Master. Like probably my greatest gaming accomplishment still.
That's a welcome.
Got a pet? Wow, that pet sucks. How long is the Lunarian? Wait, this is quest 63?
something terrible happened here. The Stellar Protectors
Oh,
have
this
run
dungeon's
amok.
long as
You should find
fuck.
one that isn't hostile.
Forgot about this. This is the final boss that Wild Bolt crit me in World in Review and did like 1400 damage. Do you remember this? crazy because this is all one quest in the quest tree. Eldify improved jewels, bro. Lock those. If you ever get a mighty or a proof or a dealer for your school, you gotta insta-lock those. You'll never know when you need them. Never know. I'm gonna go grab mana. I don't think I definitely haven't had, I had 1 or 2 close calls just questing through the first arc. I haven't had any close calls this stream. I've been pretty good about actually looking shit up. Been pretty good about it. Usually I'm not. Yeah, I still gotta look. I'll still just look them up. Organ Soulbreaker. I think this guy only has like 1k health. Although he is Storm. Yeah, this guy has 800 health. Okay. Bring hella Storm Shields. Perfect. Bro, I'm always poor. You like round 1 Tempest? Crazy. Also so nice that these guys don't have towers. Because this used to be a fight where they would spam towers, and it's like all of a sudden you have to do 2k damage to everyone. Best advice to someone getting back into Wizard after a decade, specifically Storm? Are you like starting over from a fresh account, or are you like picking it up again and you're like starting as a level 50? Don't. Stay away. I think if you're like starting over, like the game's really not that hard. So like I would do whatever you have the most fun with. Is my genuine advice. If you're someone who like loves grinding and like likes getting big, like the best stats and min-maxing, like you're gonna spend a lot more time than someone who's gonna rush through the game. But like if that's what you enjoy, do that. If you're someone who enjoys min-maxing, like look up, you know, get monstrous TCs. Try to blaze through the game, like, you know, whatever. If you're someone who likes the chill aspect of it, maybe spend some more time farming for gear. If you like the challenge, you know, spend less time. Starting over in Avalon now? Oh, you're chilling. I mean, if you made it to Avalon, you're probably doing pretty well. My advice would be get Waterworks and just keep playing. Start pet training if you haven't at that point. Severus Bloodsword. Only no storm spells. Alright. Spells. Alright. I wonder if I'm locked to second in all these fights. I'm not feeling like I am. I beat Arc 1, yes, on this. It's like I'm trying to go through the whole game. Bro, I didn't watch any football this week at all. I was editing the video. To be honest. My take on the NFL is it's like, it's so open this year. No, Broncos are frauds. I'm a Patriots fan. It's Drake May's time. We're so due. It's been so long. Ah! Oh, please tell me I pull one, though. Okay, that's... All is well in Bossing Say. Nice one.
After he's defeated,
Fuck just happened?
wrestler tells you his part of the event.
No, 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 no. No, I just... It's actually so dumb. Did that lag? Or I feel like it lagged. Well, the good news is I had a life mastery on, so it only... Yep. What's up, Mark the Pig? Appreciate you. Gadoosh. See ya, Richard. GG? If I moved to Hawaii, would you come visit? Probably not. Probably not. I'm just kind of amazed that, like, this is one quest on the quest tree.
When Thrail Bone Striker is defeated, he surrenders part of
Wild.
the incantation.
Very, very long dungeon. That is okay. There are worse things in there. If I was Drake May, would you come visit? Yeah. Is Drake May in chat? Wait, is this like a Mr. Beast video? Yeah, Drake, I'll come hang out. I'm free anytime. Just text me. I'll make it. I'll pay for the travel expenses even, because I know we're good friends and I wouldn't make you pay. When was the A? I mean, I don't hate you, but like you're not Drake May. You know, none of you are Drake May. That's Pookie Pie. What, the Crystal PvP or not Crystal? What the fuck is Crystal PvP? What is this, Minecraft? The AoE update was years ago now. I think it was like Caramel, right? It was like 2021 maybe. It was before I started making videos on this game. It's like right before that, I think. Actually, like probably the single greatest quality of life update this game's ever been given, and it's not particularly close. Can I verify what? That Drake May's my Pookie Pie? My Schnubble Wubblekins? The love of my life? I don't know how else I could make it much clearer. I was the president of Venezuela. Would you come visit? I don't think you are, though. Are you? There's something you're not telling us, Coconut? Why do you think he's an avid Wizard101 fan? What empirical data are you saying? What is driving you to say that? Gadoosh. I'm a fraud QB. I am Drake May. Ban. Would anyone else like to speak on my Pookie Pie? What Eevee evolution is your favorite? I like Umbreon. Umbreon's always reminded me of Shadow the Hedgehog. Who I think is like top 3 coolest character in fiction. Stelanor. Only resists ice and death. Alright, awesome. I swear you knew Wild Bolt. Did they change your spells? They definitely nerfed the shit out of you. Okay. Your minion's actually way more scary than yours. Minion knows the detonate sheet.
You are no Celestia. I don't know how you made it to this high place.
Yeah, I guess they can't. This was the fight that honestly I was like, kind of was like the one I'd always point to, and I was like, I don't want to do a second Arc WIZLOCKE because I remember vividly getting double crit max Wild Bolted in my whatever and losing. I also like Jolteon. Jolteon's probably second. Shadow the Hedgehog is so funny. It's so funny. I love a good edgelord. I really do. This is Malistaire gear. Malistaire the first time. Damn. He hit around my shield. He's a warlord. I feel like it's hard to go wrong with the oh. I mean, there's a reason why Pokemon has slapped them on fucking everything. They're like so lovable. Bruh, where are the crows at? Where are the crows at? Vaporeon was your childhood favorite? That's tough. You know who I've always, like, adored as a Pokemon, but they're, like, they get no love, is Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd is, like, a top 3 favorite Pokemon of mine. I think he would be my second favorite Pokemon. But he gets no love. Farfetch'd is your favorite? I just love this has always been like one of my favorite kind of characters. And like a fucking universe of magical, ginormous, powerful beings and dragons and gods and like terrifying, you know, like Charizards and Dragonites and Blastoises and Venusaur. I fuck with the duck who's just got a leak, you know? There's something cool about a duck like squaring up to all those guys with nothing more than just like a leaky fan, you know? Or Farfetch'd or whatever, that doesn't count. That's not even canon in my mind. I feel like Heracross gets love though, because he's like one of the only bug types that isn't ass. Dude, he does know it! The wiki lied! Telling you, bro. I remember. Oh no, that was Spectral Blast, huh? Oh. He used to know Wild Bolt, I swear. He used to know. Nah, I like Heracross. Raiding Jewel? That'll sell for a lot. That's good. Yo, Go Renator with the Prime. Appreciate it. Shout out. Hawkers. Throw this moon thing in here. Okay, Jack, walk me through how I sign up right now. How do I do it?
You've done it.
What is the name of this fucking thing? The Discord? I don't know how to do this. Deathblade used to be 40%, yeah. Go to announcements. What is the name of this Discord again? Crispy Clash? Announcements. First event of the year? I just hit the check mark, I think. Sign up for what? Bro, Jack and I have been trying to get into a freaking Minecraft tournament together for a while now. I don't know what kind of Minecraft tournament, but I believe Jack can lead me to victory. And I think if I win a Minecraft tournament, that would be really funny. What quest are we on? Scientific method? Teamed up. Alright, we're on quest 65. Sanctum of the Sun is 100. Science Center should move pretty fast. There's only one boss. Crustacean Empire is pretty long. I think I'm gonna call it here. I think this is a good, like, midway point. I'll be live tomorrow at, like, 8 EST. 5 my West Coast time. And then I think that gives us, like, a 2 or 3 hour run-in. Till probably 2 hours run-up till we get to, like, the hard stuff. Because I think if we go much later tonight, I'm gonna do something stupid. Alright! Don't do anything I wouldn't do, would be my advice. Tomorrow, we beat Celestia. Hopefully, if we don't die. Alright, like, 8 p.m. EST, probably. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I appreciate you, June Shaw.